Kia, you can hear me? Can you hear me? Huh? Okay. Alrighty. Hello, hello. I'm gonna wait until we get about 7 people in here, you all. It's Keisha West. I wanted to talk to you all because we have one day before the fourth quarter will be here, and I want to prepare you all for tax season next year. So what I'm going to be going over, I'm going to be letting you all know some forms that are often missed during tax season. So go get your notebook so you can jot these forms down, and you will not miss out on these forms when it's time for you to file your taxes. So as I stated, I'm going to give about a couple more minutes for some more people to join us. And if they don't join within like a minute, I'm going to go ahead and just start. But what y'all been doing today? Hi, Spy, Dr. Bright, Richard, Jr. How was you all day today? Midnight Sun, how you doing? Hey y'all, hey Chris. I'm going to be preparing you all for tax season. I'm going to tell you all what forms are often missed so that you all can know these forms, and when it's time for you all to file your taxes, you can be prepared to submit these forms to your tax professional. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go ahead and get started, and those who are not here, they can just catch it on the replay. But I'm Keisha West, and I love to talk taxes. I'm a tax preparer, and I help taxpayers decrease their tax liability. I wanted to come on today because we literally have one day before before fourth quarter will be here. So I wanted to kind of tell you all what are some forms that are often missed from taxpayers when it's time for them to file their taxes. And by you missing these forms, it can cause, a big difference in your refund amount. Also, it can cause your return to be rejected. So I want you all to get a notebook just to jot down these forms so that you can look for them in the mail and to give them to your tax professional. I really recommend that anything that has tax document on it, I recommend that you just keep them in a folder so you can hand them over to your tax professional. I'm going to share with you all a couple of forms that are often missed and kind of tell you what they are so you can have a clear understanding of what you need to present to your tax professional. Okay, so the first one I have is the 1095A form. This form is the insurance form from Marketplace. Marketplace is the state insurance. So if you got any insurance from Marketplace, which is a government-funded insurance agency, then if you got that insurance from Marketplace, they're going to submit you a 1095A form at the end of the year. Be sure to give this form to your tax professional because this is going to allow you to qualify for that tax credit associated with this form. So again, it's the 1095A. And what I found is that when my tax payers, they forget to submit this form to me, it normally rejects their return, and I have to ask them for this document, and they normally forget that, they even received it. So look out for the 1095A form. Again, it is the Marketplace insurance that you get from the government. Okay, number 2, The 1099-R. This is the form that you will receive if you got any distributions from your retirement accounts. So if you took out any money out of your 401k retirement plan at the end of the year, make sure you be looking for that 1099-R form, because you have to report that income that you received from your retirement account. Normally, you can select to have taxes taken out of it. However, if you've taken it out too early, you may still have like a 20% tax that you have to pay on that money. Okay, the third form is the 1099 INT. And this is the interest form. So, you know, the interest that you receive from your money sitting in a bank account. At the end of the year, they'll send you that 1099 interest form to let you know how much interest you've earned throughout the year. You're supposed to report that as income when you file your taxes. Okay, the 1098T form. That is the tuition statement. So if you have a child that's in school, or if you're in school and they issued you, you pay, tuition or anything like that, books, all of that, you're going to have a 1098T form that you can submit so that you can see if you qualify for the education credit. So I also want you to know that if you have a dependent that's in college and they receive that 1098T form, you would file that on your taxes as the parent. The child cannot file this form on their return if they are working, if you're going to claim them as a dependent. So be sure to get that 1098T form. If your child is in college, you would file that on your return, not the child on theirs. That doesn't mean that, your child still can't file their taxes to receive the money that they've paid in. They still can do that. But as far as that 1098T form, the parent, they will file that with their return. Okay, the 1099 DIV. This is a form that you will report the capital gain distributions. Okay, the 1099B. This deals with the capital gain and losses. So let's say that you have an asset and you sold your asset at a gain. Then that's a capital gain depending on how long you held that asset. Then the money that you gained from that sale, that needs to be reported. So make sure, again, that's a 1099B. Make sure you report that when you file your taxes, because you have to report that gain of that asset when you sold it. Okay, the 1099S form. The 1099S form is used to report the proceeds from a sale, such as a real estate property. If you sold real estate, you want to make sure that you report the proceeds from that. And again, that was a 1099S form. Okay, so those were 7 forms that I gave you all to look out for. I'm going to do a recap so you can adjust your memory. So the 1095A, which is that marketplace insurance, the state government issued insurance. The 1099R, which is the retirement distribution from your 401k or any other retirement plan. The 1099 INT, which is the interest form that you may receive from your bank. The 1098T, which is the tuition statement that you may receive from school or from your child's school. The 1099 dividend, which is the capital gain distributions. That 1099B, which is, it deals with the capital gains and losses. When you sell an asset at a gain or a loss, that will be reported on this form. Also, the 1099S, which is the sales form when you sell, such as real estate. So again, you all, make sure all your tax documents that you receive in the mail, you want to make sure you keep them in a folder. So when tax time comes, you can hand those over to your tax professional. This can determine whether your refund goes up or whether it goes down. So make sure that you keep up with these documents. And what I'm going to do, you all, on Thursdays, I'm going to be coming on here giving you all tax tips, the ways that you all can lower your tax liability. some strategies to kind of help you all, you know, pay less in taxes. Again, this was Keisha West with Keisha Talks Taxes, and I'll be coming on Thursdays to share more tax tips with you all. Also, if you all have any tax questions that, you know, you want to ask, make sure you all comment below. And what I'll do is I'll create a video and attach it to your questions. And I hope that, you know, it can help you all out. All right, guys, this was Keisha West, and I will talk with you all later. Bye.